Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing? It's your boy Caleb Marshall here, aka Thomas Fan 1984, and welcome to the official casting call for my fan-made series, The Journey Never Ends, set in the world of Thomas and Friends. This is a character-driven series focused on stories beyond the rails we already know, new emotions, new conflicts, and deeper looks at the engines we thought we understood. Every character is open for casting. That means Steam Team characters, Railway Series characters, n- new original roles. I don't know what that means exactly. No, okay, so I'm gonna actually explain that though, because I put that in, put that in the script and stuff. I've thought about like having my own OCs, original characters, in the series, but I don't know if I will. I'll keep you guys updated on that. If I do, I'm gonna, I might just do a separate casting call for that. But key returning faces are Bear, Frank, Agnes, Jock, and more. No restrictions. If you can voice it, you and bring it to life, you can audition for it. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, okay, so we got to have a specific character for like say Michelangelo says Percy or something like that. Yes, I would prefer that. Um, I do like both Michelangelo's, especially in Thomas his narration of Thomas Percy and the Squeak. I like when they do. When Gordon says, "Well, one thing's for sure," said Gordon, "he won't choose Dirty Percy. Don't call me dirty." I like that. We might just keep that, or not. We might just keep that. I might just do that for those two. So yeah, this is not just a children's retelling. This is emotional storytelling, character depth, including Rebecca. She's going to have a character development, railway history mixed with modern interpretation, and continuity that it connects every story like a long journey that really never ends. And if you guys are, avid Thomas fans, you'll know that The Journey Never Ends is actually one of the song titles from the original series. So the available roles now, like I said, all of them are available, but these are just like ones I kind of need right now because these are going to be within the first couple episodes. I need Thomas, Gordon, James, Percy, Henry, Edward, Emily, Nia. I don't know if Nia is going to be in the series. She might be. Now for like Emily, Nia, and Rebecca. Okay, so yeah. So Nia, then Rebecca. For those three, I prefer a female to voice that, female voice actor to voice them. But if I can't get that, then I'll have to make it work with male voice actors. But then I also need Donald, Douglas, Oliver, and Toad. Now, you guys are probably thinking, why exactly those specific characters, Rebecca, Duck, Donald, Douglas, and Oliver? Well, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I'm I have a Duck and Rebecca episode coming. I bet you guys are like, what? Really? Yeah. I I feel like they need their own dynamic. I feel like they need their own friendship. They never got that in the series. And the thing is, it's like Duck. He's a more minor character. I want to see how he would connect with. You know, I want to see how he would connect with Rebecca. So the Railway Series characters. Now, obviously, there's going to be more, but Bear, because he's confirmed. He's. I think he might be. I don't know what. I think he might be in Super Rescue. Maybe, maybe not. But he is in the. He is in the trailer, so obviously he's going to be in the series. Then we're gonna have Frank, Agnes. Maybe we'll do Agnes. I don't know 100%. And then Toad, and then okay, yeah, Distro branch yard, branch line and yard engines. And then like I said, original engines. Like if you guys have kept up with my OCs and stuff, there's Turks is like Marshall, uh, I do have one named Caleb. I have Tony, who's Toby's brother. Toby's another one I need. Um, and then like there's Tony, there's Paris. That's Percy's sister. Shane the pug. Uh, now, with like those ones, those probably won't be hard to make in the series because like Tony is literally Toby with the number, I believe it's, is it 17? Yeah, it's 17. So yeah, like they're and then um now my other OC, it's Caleb. It's my name, yes. He's Oliver's brother, and then I'm trying to think that other one because actually made those. I actually made those four together. Okay, so I just looked. The other one is Kendra, and that's Lady's sister. And I don't know if Lady will be in the be in the series, but maybe. And then special supporting roles. Of course, we need the station masters, signalmen. I'm just seeing like narration style roles. I have a narrator, but let's just say like railway historians, storyteller voices, railway historians. I said that weird. And I mean like even like the Dear Christopher, Thomas the Tank, your friend Thomas the Tank wanted to go out of the story. Yeah, and then the original engines created for specific episodes or arcs. So, yeah. Audition instructions. When you audition, choose your character. Deliver a short scene. You can write your own or go, with a famous line they said, like, Gordon saying, like, one thing's for sure, he won't choose dirty person, Focus on emotion and personality, not just voice imitation. Make it feel like the character is living the moment, not just reading lines. And you can audition for more than one role. I don't know how many. I am thinking like maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, but like there's so many characters that like I don't know. But you know what? I'm gonna limit you guys to 5 for now. Just because the 10 kind of seems too many. But I also don't want to give you 2 less. Give you like, okay, you could only do 2, you could only do 3. I'm gonna give you guys between, I'll give you guys between 5 to, I'm gonna just say up to 10. I won't say like I'm gonna limit you guys to 10 because I might not give you guys 10 roles. But if I just like your, say you do 10, and I like 8 out of the 10, I'll give you all 8. I'm that way. Note on character choice. Some characters might be harder than others, like Diesel 10. And another one, for example, Thomas. He's one of the most iconic and recognizable voices in the franchise. Because of that, I may personally handle Thomas myself, and voice him myself, or open him to multiple interpretations depending on auditions. So, yes, you can audition for Thomas. What I'm saying with like interpretations is like his John Hassler voice, his even like his Eddie Glenn voice. Is it Eddie Glenn that voiced him in the finals? I can't remember exactly what. Yeah, it was Eddie Glenn. Yeah, or if it's like but yes, I might also voice him myself if needed for consistency. And I mean, like, even his Joseph May voice, or it's like his Michelangelo's voice, his George Carlin voice, just like whatever. Whatever one. Okay, so with Thomas, I want you to audition for him, and well, the one I might contact for like Donald and Douglas, because I think I was gonna have him voice for, and I also, dude, if you're watching this, you can audition for him if you want. Nice Eli 274. I know you did a very good Oliver voice, and I think also Donald and Douglas, unless I'm thinking of someone else. But I know he did a good Oliver voice, and I think it was someone else too for my one series. And one of those projects I was going to do, maybe it was a redub that never got done. Either way, nice Eli 274. If you're watching this, then hey, maybe maybe you can maybe you can help out with it. I mean, that's up to you if you want to, but another one is like Sam Brunt. He's a good voice actor. Peter Sam Fan, aka Cody Archambault, however it's pronounced. If you're watching this, I'll let you voice. No, Cody, I know you like to narrate for a lot of my stuff that I've done. I have a narrator. He's a British voice actor, but I don't want to do like US UK dubs, and well, maybe we could, but like I'm gonna have him voice act, or I'm gonna have him do the narration, and also, I could always just message him myself. I don't have to say this to you guys, but I will anyway, because like I am gonna say it, because you guys might be wondering, is he only gonna be the narrator? Well, no. If he wants to audition, in fact, I already asked him, if he wants to audition for voices, he can. And if you guys are asking, like, and this is actually a big, huge part I need to explain. If you guys are asking about, like, is this just going to be for, like, the first episode, or is it, like, is this going to be for the whole series? These voices are going to be for the whole series. I know, Alex Bing Bing Story, or Thomas Bing Bing Stories, Alex, I know he's doing, multiple storytellers, multiple narrators for his series. He might be doing multiple voice actors for the characters. I am not doing that. I'm going to keep consistent voice actors. So, the final message, this series is about connection, not just engines on rails, but stories that keep moving forward even when the track changes. If you want to be part of something built with emotion, continuity, creativity, then step up, because in this world, the journey never ends. One thing I do want to mention is that, like, where to send your auditions. So I have an official Discord server for the series. I'm gonna create a separate casting call server. So the way I'm gonna do it is, like, if you guys audition and I like the voice enough, I'll DM you the link to the official server so you can be in the server, and so you can talk to the other members, the other voice actors, and so you guys could talk to me too, and, like, we could discuss stuff with the series. And when I say this, I'm meaning like, if you guys have an idea for an episode, then, you can, tell me in the Discord server, and stuff like that, too. Like, that's why, I have a Discord server, so we could discuss stuff, or if you, like, say, I'm gonna... Now, I haven't really, like, had to do this yet. It's like, okay, your lines need to be done by May 10th or something like that. I haven't had to do that yet. I don't know if I'll do that. Maybe I will. Because, I might do that eventually when we get to that part of the series. But for now, it's just, like, a lot of stuff we've been discussing is just, like, how season 1 will play out. Now, I am going to give you guys an update on the attack on Ulfstead. I am thinking about doing that, like, a full-on movie after season 1. Or it could be the season finale for season 1. And I'll do, like, a part 1, part 2 type thing. And then like obviously after the official movie, or the full movie will be out on YouTube. Either way, um, you know. And now I don't know like how long that would be. I mean, I don't even know how long these episodes will be. If that's like 20 minutes, well, okay, so say like, I don't know. I guess I could classify these as movies, or like specials even. They don't have to necessarily be like movies. I mean, I might like title like the Attack on Ulfstead. Well, actually, no, I don't even have to do that. I could just do like Thomas and like the official title will probably be, no matter what I do with it, be like Thomas and Friends, the journey never ends, the Attack on Ulfstead, like that'll be the official title, so, that's why I'm, telling you guys that, because I know we need consistency in this series, so, now the thing is, like, with my, okay, like, the voice, like, auditioning for, like, the OCs, the original characters, I don't know what voices to do for them, just voice them, and then, I mean, if you want to say, like, I don't know, because, I'll probably voice at least Caleb. I don't know about Marshall. If you guys don't remember Marshall, I may actually, that's an old OC of mine. He's Gordon's brother and Flying Scotsman's brother. I don't know if I'll voice him or if I'll have someone else voice him, but I think it's only right that I voice at least Caleb. He's Oliver's brother, and I could probably use my own voice for him. Because that's literally my own character, and also his number, it's 1016 1016 1016, however you want to say it. That's my month and birth, my birth month and birth date, October 16th. So that's why I did that. I think one of the other ones I was gonna do, like 1006 and then like 1606, which is like, because my full birthday is it's October 16th 2006. So I was gonna just I'm just gonna, do, like, I think I'm gonna do, like, one of those other numbers, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do 1016, because why not? And I know Oliver is 11, and, and Caleb's number is is 1016, but still, So, anyway, that's pretty well what I had to say. Did I say what other thing I was gonna say? I had something else in mind. I don't know if I said it or not. I think it's pretty important. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's what was it that I was gonna say, man? Oh. Where to send your auditions? Discord or YouTube? I know I already was kind of talking about that. Like, do the separate casting call server. Okay, so you guys can upload them on YouTube, but that's only if you don't have Discord, and if you can't get Discord, or if you can't have it, because your parents are like, you can't have Discord, I get that. So you guys can upload them on YouTube. It's just, well, I mean, I have Instagram, I have TikTok. You guys can message me on there. I also have Google. Well, it used to be Google Hangouts. Now it's called Google Chat. I also have Google Chat. I don't like giving my email out, because potential hackers. So if you guys, I don't know. I don't really want to do Google Chat. I there might be another way to give. Well, actually, no. Either way, though, I think they can see your email either way. So that's why I don't like doing Google Chat, because it's email. related. Or not email related, but like, you gotta give your email. I know before you at least had to. I don't know if you still have to anymore, or if you could just like send a friend request a link or something like that. Actually, I think you can. But either way, I just don't know if I want to do that because I don't know if I want my email to be. I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know who I can and can't trust. But so, and that's another reason why I prefer Discord or YouTube. You know. So, or like I said, Instagram or TikTok. Those will also work. It's just I like Discord because we can have I can have one server for everything. But like I said, the only reason why I'm gonna have two different servers, it's casting call server and then the official server, is because I'm gonna hold the auditions there in the casting call server, and then if you guys, if you get the role, then yeah, you can go into that other one. You can go into I'll DM you the invite link to the official server. So, yeah. And that's why I like most of Discord server. Well, all of my Discord servers have always been invite only, just because of certain things that have happened in the past. I still can't prevent it all the time, but thing is though, guys, I know there's some of you guys out there that watch my videos that might be that, and I'm not accusing anyone. I'm not gonna name any names. I can't think of anyone anyway. Actually, I can, but I won't name names. But if I see you guys join, so I see that certain person join, and and it's like, okay, they did this bad thing, they did this bad thing, I won't even let you guys audition. Just to prevent that kind of thing from happening again, with my, the Discord server being raided and stuff like that. I am not gonna, I'm not gonna afford to have this series be canceled for, because a big raid happened or something. That is not gonna happen. This series is happening, and I'm gonna promise you guys that, okay? I promise you guys this series is gonna happen. So, like I said, if you guys are interested in, in a character, then, let me know, and yeah. Yeah. That's that. And, oh, yeah, also another thing. If you guys, this is not just a casting call for, the cast, for the voices. If you guys want to, help out and be a writer, you can do that. If you guys want to, now I need, now, if you guys don't know what this is, it's just, basically you listen to the auditions, and then you, and then you, and okay, I like this voice, okay, I don't like this voice. I could do it on my own, but I would like to have another opinion on a voice. Because if I like it and the other person does, I okay, maybe we can do it. Or if I like it, then they don't, and it's we can compromise, and we can, decide. It's called a casting director, and that's literally all you do. You're okay, this is good. This is, now for writers. Now for if you want to be a writer, I'm gonna do in the casting call server, the channels would be it'll be voice auditions and then writing auditions, I guess. So because I'm gonna hold auditions, if you guys can and I'll have you guys write maybe a paragraph, maybe shorter. I'll have you guys write your own little story, not even really a story, just I'll have you guys write your own thing related to Thomas and Friends, and if I like it, you can be a writer. If not, Well, that's the thing I knew right now as writers. I mean, me and the, current members of the server, the current team, we're all good on making, we're all good on, writing the stuff ourselves. But why is this so long? Seriously, I wasn't trying to have this be a long video. Well, you know what? I don't care. I don't know. I know it shouldn't be this long, but alright. Why does it have to be this long? I don't know. Anyway, I should probably get the video that soon if it's this long. It's over 20 minutes long. I already know that. Yeah, it's over 20 minutes long. Anyway. I'm trying to think of, like, what else, like, with the team we need. I think, from what I know, I'm pretty sure Alex is just gonna edit the, he's gonna edit the episodes and everything else. Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, okay, I'm also gonna do that. I'm gonna have you guys, like, do, like, audition for, like, a thumbnail editor. Because that's a big thing in the, that's another thing I need. Like, thumbnail makers, thumbnail editors, whatever you want to call them, and stuff like that. So, yeah. I think that might be all I need to tell you guys about. If there's anything else, like any other role I missed that's important for the series, let me know down below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and have fun auditioning, yeah. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.